Good day, everyone. It's now time to do the performance task. Our performance task is a culmination of the science concepts that we had learned so far in genetics, both Mendelian and non-Mendelian. The objective of our performance task is to create an illustration of a family based from a randomly selected traits or randomly selected traits. This family is not going to be definitely human or any species that we can find on Earth, but it's going to be you who will be creating the organism. That is why the title for your performance task is called Genesis. Genesis means creation, like the first chapter of the Bible is Genesis, creation of the world. Now you will do creation of species that you are going to select based from the codes given to you. Now, let me walk you through with your performance task. I highly recommend that you download and print the copy of your performance task. For on page 2, you have to turn in your output so that you can proceed to the other items of the performance task too, so that I can already instruct you on what to do. Page 2 of your activity sheet is a paper where you can find two tables. First table has items 1 to 10, and the second table items 11 to 20. And in each table, you can find their labeled columns. First column is about the traits. Second and third column, mother. Fourth and fifth column, father. And last column is phenotype. To answer this, it is stated in A1, procedure A1, in which it's stated there that you have to choose one box for the mother and one box for the father. For the mother, it's either A or B. So choose only one for mother. It's either A or B. Do not, I said, do not choose. Do not color two. Just choose one for the mother. Also the same for the father. It's either C or D only. Again, C or D only. Again, do not color both. Just either C or D. So let's take, for example, number 1, height. I will choose 1B. And for the father, I will only choose 1D. How about you? What will be your choice? Again, the important thing is do not color both from mother's area. Just choose one. Same with the father. Now, let's say number 2, face shape. I will choose 2A. So I will color 2A. And for father, I choose 2C. Thus, I will color 2C. How about you? What would be your choice? Please do this from items 1 to 20. This task is individual. Once you are done, you have to submit or turn in your answer so that your teacher will give you the code for the traits. Now let's assume that the code for the trait is given already by your teacher. So all you have to do is interpret the code. Let's say, for example, I chose 1A, or I colored 1A in the mother's side, and and 1D for the father's side. So in the code that we have, it's stated there that 1A's code is tall and 1D's code is short. Thereby, what I have learned in genetics is tall, there's a clue at the lower part which trait is tall, or sorry, which trait is dominant. So tall is said to be dominant. Thus, I will place here the phenotype of the offspring that the parents will have will be tall, since tall is dominant. Let's say number 2 as another example. I chose 2A and 2C. So oval is said to be dominant. Now I chose 2A square as the face shape for the mother, and father is oval for the face shape. And oval is dominant, so the phenotype of the offspring will be having a face shape oval. Do this until 1 to 20. After doing 1 to 20, you go to the bottom part of the tables and you can find there the choices for each item. A, B, C. The habitat is A, B, C. The system in the universe is A, B. So again, look for the code of what organism is A, if you have chosen A, or B, if you have chosen B, as well as the rest of the items and build systems in the universe. Now, once you are done with the codes, it's now time to do the illustration. So the illustration should show the phenotypes of the father, the mother, and the offspring phenotype. Now, where would you refer to the mother's phenotype? Look at the mother's code. You encircled 1A, so the height of the mother must be tall. And you encircled 2A, so the face shape of the mother is going to be also square. And then, of course, for the father, you encircled or shaded these phenotypes of the father, so follow the colored codes. What would be the phenotype of the offspring? The phenotype of the offspring is the phenotype that you had derived from the mother's and father's phenotypes. So draw this in a long band paper, landscape style. And then it is recommended that you have to show the internal parts of the organism. So I suggest that you choose only one family. If you have chosen the father, so half of the father side is going to be the phenotype externally, the one we can see, and the other half of the father will have to be the internal parts. The rest of the members, just all phenotypes. Just one again from the father. If you have chosen father, show half the his internal phenotype and the other half outside of the body is the internal phenotype. Lastly, you have to also draw the habitat where they can survive. What food, what abiotic factors must be there in the drawing that indicates that that habitat is optimum for its survival. See the rubrics for how you will be graded. Here is how you're going to get perfect in your performance task, the rubrics. So we have several criteria for the rubrics: completeness, clarity, and artistry. 4 is the highest, and then 1 is the lowest. So under completeness, you have to draw or illustrate the phenotype, the external body of the organism based on the codes given to you. So if the 19 to 20 phenotypes are shown based from the codes, you'll get 4. But if it's wrong or missing, 3, 2, 1. By the way, I almost forgot. Not all traits are found in the code. All you have to do is fill in all that are missing parts of your organism to make the organism complete. Again, what I will be looking for are the 20 phenotypes. The rest, it's up to you how to complete it. Again, because we are going to rate you in the artistry part if you complete artistically your organism for the output to be complete. So again, for the phenotype, 4 is the highest, but take note it's times 3. So you have to complete to get the 12 points. For the phenotype internal body, the instruction was just choose one. Not all of them should be showing the internal body parts. Just one of them. Half, I've instructed, if you chose the father, half side of the father, left side maybe, would be showing the phenotype, external phenotypes, and the half side of the father should also be showing the internal phenotypes. For completeness, number of family members. So you'll get 4 if you are drawing direct family. When we say direct family, it's mother, father, and the offspring. But if you include some relatives, maybe just 1 or 2, then you'll get 4. And 3, 2, 1, and for the specific outcome. For clarity of the drawing, you have their phenotypes. So the phenotypes should be clearly drawn. If you say oval, so I can really see that it's really oval. If it's tall, then I have to really see that they are tall. Or if it's blood type O, then you have to indicate, show that the family member is blood type O. It's up to you how you're going to express it. That's also part of artistry. The next one for clarity is environment, the habitat where they are living. So if the environment is clear and all the abiotic factors are there, even biotic factors are there that will help the survival of the species, then you'll get 4. Again, both biotic and abiotic factor. The system in the universe, the planet in the universe, where they really can survive for a long time. And last, of course, artistry, the neatness, the attractiveness, the uniqueness of your drawing is also graded here. Now, if you have further questions about the performance task, please write it in the stream part of the Google Classroom so that the teachers can see and respond to your queries right away. Deadline for the performance task is October 7. However, you can submit earlier than October 7. At least if you submit earlier, then you'll have more time to study for the periodical test exam. Thank you.